Hi guys, this is Becca. Today we're going to be talking about balance. And I heard this saying or this quote once that says, balance is the key to longevity in all things. Also, we're going to be practicing balance a little bit on and off our mat today. So if you have your mat set up, that's great. We're actually going to be facing sideways on our mat today. So if you can set your mat up sideways. If you have a wall or a chair that you can use to help you with stability if you need, that would be great as well. So yeah, when I first heard this quote, coming back a little bit, it was like a little light bulb went off because this is something that I was struggling with for so long. And if you are like me and you have chronic pain and chronic injuries, balance is a hard thing to do. I don't know about you, maybe give me a little thumbs up if you can relate to this, but I wake up in the morning and maybe I'm having a great day. And I plan all of these things because my body's saying, yeah, go for it. By the end of the day, I'm getting a little sluggish, and then the next day is a total write-off. So it's like I have fun and then I pay for it after. So if you can relate to that, just give me a little thumbs up. And this is something I've been struggling with for a long time, and I've definitely been working on it. But balance off the mat also looks like a balanced diet, balancing your finances, balancing relationships, balancing work and play. And if we don't have that balance or some sort of form of that balance, things tend to fall off the rails quite easily and quite quick. Now, when we're talking about our physical balance on our mat, it's a well-known fact that as we age, our balance declines a little bit, and this is a natural part of our aging. But there's also other things that can affect our balance on our mat as well. So low blood pressure or diabetes, foot or nerve injuries, MS, chronic disease. So these things can also affect your balance. So if you find yourself as you get older, tripping over more things, running into more things, falling over, it's normal. However, we can do something to try to alleviate this or stop this. You might not stop it completely, but with practice, it does get a little bit better, I promise. And I fully expect you to be frustrated with balance if this is a challenge for you. And I do not want to frustrate you today whatsoever. However, we're going to have a little bit of fun and we're going to experiment with a couple things with our balance as well. Now, when I think of the key to longevity as balance, I think of three different things. First is the acknowledgement of you, your body, and where you're at. So if you are struggling with a chronic illness or disease, or that you know your balance has been off, just accepting that and maybe actually seeing your patterns. So for me, I know my pattern is when I get up in the morning and I have a good day, I work really, really, really hard, and then I crash at the end of the day and the next day's a write-off. So I know that's a pattern for me. So I'm working on my patterns to fix that kind of balance. The second is discipline or practice. So once you find out those things that you're working on, then discipline or practice. We practice what we want to get good at. So, find those things that you wish to be good at, whether it's balance on or off the mat or in some other way in your life. Third and final is focus. I know that if my focus is out the window that day, my physical balance is probably going to be out the window that day as well. So what you're going through your day, emotionally, mentally, physically, does have an impact on your physical balance as well. So as we get on our mats here, it's just going to be a standing practice today. So if you have a chair or a wall beside you to help you with your balance, that would be great. So first of all, we're just going to find a strong mountain pose this morning. So in our mountain pose, we're just going to line our shoulders, our hips, our knees over our ankles. And ladies, hips is not out here, okay? So find your hip bones at the top, and we're going to draw a straight line from those hip bones all the way down to the knees and the ankles. And that's your hip distance apart, okay? So once you've found that, make sure that your toes are pointing at 12 o'clock. Good. You're gonna start to get a little longer through the spine. Make sure your pelvis is in line with the spine. So trying not to be here or here. Sometimes I like to imagine a little soup bowl in my pelvis, and if I tilt it back, the soup falls out the front, and the same thing, if I go like this, the soup falls out the back. So keeping that soup bowl nice and steady. And then we're just gonna align the spine, roll the shoulders up, back, and press them down. Open the palms up. Good. And if you do have some balance this morning, just close your eyes. And I just want you to notice your feet at the moment and how you're standing on your feet. Don't change anything, just notice. Do you tend to lean back into your heels? Do you tend to lean more into your toes? Maybe you lean to one side more than the other. Just take a second and notice how you're standing naturally at the moment. Take a little mental note if you do tend to lean forward, back, or to the side. And then concentrate on all 10 toes. And I want to see if you can pick up your toes, see if you can spread them out and place all 10 down firmly onto the mat, grounding them down, using all 10 toes for stability this morning. So you're just drawing awareness to your toes. And then the ball of your foot. So pressing down through the ball of your foot and the heel. Good, so you're feeling a little bit nice and stable here. If you do tend to lean to one side, see if you can shift your weight so that both sides are evenly weight distributed. Good. Now we're just going to play a little bit here with our balance, rocking forward onto the toes and then back onto the heels. Now if you think you can do this with your eyes closed, go ahead and close your eyes. If not, find something to focus on the floor in front of you. Keep breathing, don't hold that breath. Just finding a little bit of your stability and balance in your feet this morning. Good. And then just shake it out a little bit. We're just going to warm up all of our joints. So just spread your legs about your own leg length apart. So not too wide, not too shallow, just where you feel stability. Bring your hands to your knees, and we're just going to go a little bit side to side here. So just waking up our ankles, our knees, our hips. Good. And you can keep this as high as you want. Or if you need a little extra this morning, you can get down nice and low. Walk your hands from side to side on your mat. Just see where your joints are at and listen to you. You are your own best teacher. Keep breathing, guys. If you feel a little sticky spot or a spot that needs a little extra attention, go ahead and just stay there for a moment. Take a couple breaths. You can play with your ankles as well. So bringing your toes up versus toes down, see how that feels a little different. Good. And you can come back to center here, wiggle out a little bit. And we're going to do some nice, deep, open breaths here with some movement just to get our breath going. So let's inhale the arms up towards the sky. And then on your exhales, you're just going to let it go through the mouth. And let go. Inhale as you reach up, and then exhale to let go. We're going to do about 10 of those. Go at your own rhythm and pace. Good, guys. Keep on going. Good. Let's do 3 more. Last one. And let's reach up nice and high. Nice big inhale. Interlace those fingers up there. Get it nice and tall. And then on an exhale, we're just going to lean over to the side, trying to keep our chest nice and open towards the sky. And then inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Just move to your own rhythm of breath. Inhaling up and exhaling to the side. 2 more. can go ahead and shake that out a little bit. And then we're just gonna do some nice side to side twists. Just let your arms be heavy. You can pick your heels up a little bit as you swing side to side. Keep breathing. My kids like to call this limp body karate. Beautiful. Couple more here. Good. Come back to center. You can shake it out a little bit. And we're going to take those legs wide again. It's almost like your own leg length apart. Bend your knees. Your toes can be pointed outside. Bring your hands to the insides of the knees. Stack your shoulders up over the hips, nice and tall. Let's take a deep breath in, open up through the chest. And on an exhale, take a shoulder, dip it down, and look over your back shoulder. Good. Once again, just moving to the rhythm of your breath. Inhaling up, and exhaling to twist. Try to inhale all the way, and exhale all the way as you twist. Nice deep breaths into the rib cage here, guys. Let's do 2 more. Good. And coming back, you can straighten out the legs. 1 more here before we get into our balances. Turn your toes to face inward a little bit. They're not quite pigeon-toed, but they're facing forward. They may feel like they're a little pigeon-toed. If you want and you have a chair, you can put it in front of you for your forward fold as well, just to give you a little bit of stability. So it can be right in front of you. I just have it to the side so you can see me. But we're going to inhale up, and then on an exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips. So we're going to try to make a flat back as we come down, just hinging at the hips, reaching forward, and we're going to pause there. If you want your chair there for stability, please go ahead and hold on to that chair for stability. You're going to take 2 nice deep breaths here. Please pull the belly button up and in, nice and strong through the core and legs. And then on your next exhale, just fold right into that stretch. Once again, if you need your chair to hold on to, go ahead. And I want you to relax your jaw, your face, your shoulders, your neck, shake it out a little bit. If you want, you can even sway a little side to side. Play around in this position, loosen up all those joints. And we're going to round up nice and slow, especially if you do feel a little dizzy here. Go nice and slow. And if you do have your chair, use your chair to help you come up and find stability. So just rounding up through the back, nice and slow and steady. Until we come back to a standing position again. And we're going to take our toes and heel toe them right back into center. So it looks like this. Doot, 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 doot. Awesome. Give yourself a little shake out, pat on the back. And now we're going to play a little experiment with our balance here. So if you do have your chair, and if you do need one, put it on your mat or against a wall. If you have your chair on a slippery position and you go to grab for it and the chair slips, probably not a good idea. So we'll put it on a mat or somewhere sturdy for you, okay guys? If you have a wall or a couch, that works great as well. Anywhere that you can find stability. Okay, so find that good mountain pose again. Nice and strong, find your feet, ground down through all your toes. Make sure your pelvis and your supple is not pouring out. Nice and steady there. Get a little taller and bring a little energy up. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Open the palms up, face forward. And I'm just going to get you to connect with your breath for a moment. Settle your breath. Slow your breath. Calm your mind. All right, so bear with me with this little experiment. weight to our left foot and we're just gonna pick up our right foot and you're just gonna play around with your balance. So just bringing your foot anywhere around. If you wanna use your chair, that's okay. If not, you're just exploring here. Anything goes. Good. And then drop your right foot, plant it, pick up your left foot, and same thing. Just explore. Good. And shake it out a little bit. Okay. So I'm not sure how that went for you. It didn't go super well for me. I didn't feel like I was connected or focused or in practice mode. So we're gonna try it a little bit differently this time. So let's find that strong mountain pose one more time. And take the time here, once again, to find all of your toes. Maybe pick them up, even try to spread your toes out onto the mat. Press them down firmly. Good. Energize through both legs. Energize through your core, pulling everything up, almost as if you're being lifted by a string. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Open the palms up. And then open up your eyes and look at something on the floor about 5 feet in front of you. So a focus point. Take a second just to calm your breath. Calm your mind, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, keeping strong through the legs and core. Slowly, we're going to take our weight over to the left side. But instead of collapsing into the left side, we're going to draw energy up into that left hip. So this is the strong leg. Your toes are nice and flat and they're spread and they're feeling confident. Slowly and surely, making sure that you're focused on your focus point, we're going to bring our right foot up. Arms can be out to the side if it feels better for you, or holding on. And then we're going to try this exercise again. So feeling that focus and grounding down through the left side, seeing that focus point on the floor. If you want an extra little challenge with your balance here today, you can even go a little higher or find some grabs or something that challenges you. Anything goes with this balance, guys. Good. And placing that right foot right back down on the floor. Shake it out. If you forgot to breathe, start breathing again. And we're going to press our reset button. So one side may feel a little different than the other side, depending on you and what's going on in your body. So once again, we're going to find that focus. We're going to find that stability. We're going to find our feet. We're going to find that nice strong mountain pose, rolling the shoulders, opening the palms up, finding your focus point on the floor. Ground down through that right side, energy up through the right leg and into the right hip. So try not to collapse into it, but pulling energy upwards. When you are ready and sure and confident, we're going to bring that weight over to the right, lifting the left foot up gently. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders. Strong belly, strong right side. And if you're feeling confident on this side, go ahead and explore. And if you are confident in your balance, you can try to change your gaze. So looking around, maybe using your arms a little bit more. But see how it goes for you. Maybe you're just here today, and that's okay because every day is different. back down. Go ahead and breathe if you forgot to. Shake it out a little bit. Beautiful. So come back to that mountain pose one more time before we wrap up. Find your feet, find your balance here. One more time, roll the shoulders. Close your eyes if you feel balance, and we're going to inhale the arms up towards the sky. Draw the palms together here. And as you exhale, draw the palms down towards heart center, pressing the palms together. As your eyes are closed here, think of an intention for your day. Maybe it's determining your patterns or where you can balance a little better in your life. And finding compassion for yourself and your limitations through balance. And once again, I love the saying, what we practice, we become good at. And that is on and off the mat. If you practice love and joy and happiness, you get good at those things. We all know that when we get a little bit down, it's hard to get out of it. And it's almost as if we practice being down. Or, you know, if we're having a few bad days in a row, it's easy to get down, especially if you have that physical pain that limits you from doing the things you love. So I'm just here to say I understand, and find that balance between the work and the play, the rest and getting your errands done. It's very necessary. So thank you guys so much for joining me today.